In this presentation, I'll be showing you some of the practical techniques used in my music to get instruments to play in sixth tones. To find out what sixth tones are and why I use them, you can check out Intro to Microtonality and Sixth Tones, and Hearing Outside, Sound Experiment in Sixth Tones. The lap steel guitar is one of the most straightforward examples of an instrument capable of doing microtones. The fret lines are a visual indicator of the half steps, and any deviation from those lines will give you the notes in between the half steps. My music uses sixth tones, half steps divided into threes. The tone bar placement, a sixth tone sharp or sixth tone flat, is indicated in the music on a tab staff, with up or down arrows indicating deviations of a sixth tone. That's 1/3 of a half step. Here, the up arrow beside fret 9 tells you to place the tone bar 1/3 the distance between fret 9 and 10. This part is played with a dulcimer mallet instead of plucked. This is a standard classical guitar, probably pretty similar to other guitars that you may be familiar with. Microtonal musicians are often attracted to alternate fretboards or even fretless guitars because the standard fretboard is designed for 12 equal notes per octave. I've personally been more attracted to the microtonal capabilities of standard or common instruments. Imagine your student wants to explore microtonality, or someone who's never tried it before. They may not have the money or even the level of interest yet to start worrying about special instruments. So I'll show you how any guitar can be transformed into a microtonal instrument using microtonal scordatura. String 6 is tuned as you normally would to an E natural. String 5 is tuned to an A, but an A that's 1/3 of a half step or a sixth tone flat. That's A minus 33 cents. String 4 is tuned to a C sharp, but one that's 33 cents sharp. That's a sixth tone sharp. String 3 is tuned to a normal F sharp. String 2 is tuned to a B that's 33 cents flat. String 1 is tuned to a D sharp that's 33 cents sharp. With this tuning, you can negotiate all the strings and finger placement to get a sixth tone scale. It's cumbersome to play all the notes in order like that, but if you're open to other kinds of combinations, this tuning brings lots of new possibilities to the guitar. There are lots of different ways that you might be able to get sixth tones to happen on keyboards. My favorite way is to use what I call a Trickeyboard, which is really just 3 keyboards stacked on top of each other. The way it works is that the middle keyboard is tuned to A440 Hz, which is the default setting. The upper keyboard is tuned to A440 plus 33 cents, which approximates to 448.6 Hz. Then the lower keyboard is tuned to A440 minus 33 cents, which approximates to 431.6 Hz. Combined, you get the full spectrum of the 36 tones that are possible in the sixth tone scale. Another approach to sixth tone keyboard is using computers. Generally, I like to use practical or simple methods, particularly in certain pieces of mine where, even though it's written in 36 tone, 6-tone scale, I don't use all 36 notes. I'm actually just using a small subset from those notes. And there you can program a Midi controller to play back samples that are pre-recorded. Say you could record samples from a Trickeyboard or from any place that you have full control of the tuning, and then program a Midi controller to play back those samples using whichever keys you want to use. One of the simplest programs I've used is called Koala. It's called Koala Sampler, which is developed by Elf Audio. So in my piece Train Journey Fragments, I give in the keyboard part the option of using a sampler MIDI controller with a sampling map that you could either program yourself, or maybe you want to use my Koala file. And then all you have to do is drag the Koala file into your open Koala app, and the notes should be programmed according to this map. So the lowest C of the MIDI control is considered C1, then C2, C3, C4. So for example, F sharp 2 is tuned to an F sharp 3. G2 is tuned to an F sharp 3 plus 33 cents. So here's that combination of those two tones. Using a MIDI controller, you would have to control the volume somehow. Even you can do something as simple as turning the volume knob on the thing here. In the same piece, Train Journey Fragments, I give the another option even. If you don't want to use a MIDI controller, you can get rid of the MIDI controller like this and put it away. One of the parts I've provided the keyboardist is designed for special hyperlinks. These hyperlinks were created using Scale Workshop, an online tool developed by microtonal musician Sevish. With this method, all you have to do is open these links on a web browser and then play the indicated keys on the computer keyboard to get the desired tones. In the PDF file, these hyperlinks, you can just open them, and it takes you to the website sevish.com with all of the options customized, especially for the 36 tones and especially for this piece. So here where it says 7Z, you're actually supposed to play a 7 and a Z on the computer keyboard, but you have to have Sevish open. Here's another place. So you press ASD on the computer keyboard. And it gives you the correct tones.